Learning the ninth shiur in Pesach of Tufreish Lamed Beis of the Sfas Emes. He writes Likutim Yimei Pesach. It says Morazeh Shan Oich Lamal Shumo. He mentions in the Chedush Yarim, why do you eat Mora? Because it's a recognition of what was bidden to them was part of the Geula. As we find, it says V'yomas Melech Mitzrayim V'yonchu. When Melech Mitzrayim died, then they sighed, they beseeched, they felt the weariness. At times, we have to awaken ourselves that we need a geula. And therefore, the Meriris brought us the recognition that we need a geula. We were ready to accept. I took you out from under not the servitude of Mitzrayim, but the savlanut, as they say here in Israel, from being willing to accept the servitude. He says these words of his grandfather are very beautiful. And it's simple to say a different reason. The Tam Mora is what we said before, that even the Golas and the Mei Inoi, we see now and we believe that it was L'Toiva. We praise Hashem for it because it brought us to a Toiva. Because through this we came to a covenant with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as it says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu us out of Mitzrayim, Liyos Lo La'am Nachlo, to be for him an Am Lachlo. I'll add here, Nachlo means a nation of inheritance. It could mean simply that we are the nation, but it could mean also that we are able to give it over to others, to continue it to our children. Bnei Yisrael, after Gulas Mitzrayim, we're like a new nation. Just like a convert, a ger becomes like a cotton shenoiled, like a child that's reborn, that's newly born. And what it says, Asher, it says Mitzrayim, it says 49 times in the Torah, I am Hashem that took you out of Mitzrayim to be for you Alalikim. Goes also on the Golas. Just, it's mentioned in the Posik that the going out is the main emphasis. Because we were not just by chance in Mitzrayim. Everything was a preparation to achieve completeness. As it says, we were taken out of the oven, a fiery furnace that smelts iron, just like you place in it silver, metal, in order to make it purify it. You do it specifically so you you smelt something that's silver, so that it'll become out even finer. That's Mora. That's the purpose of Mora. So Sfas continues what he said in Shabbos Chol HaMoed Pesach. We're coming to Shabbos Chol HaMoed Pesach. In Zohar HaKodesh it says the difference between Shabbos and Yom Tov is on Yom Tov there's Ma'or Hagonus. There's the hidden light. Yom Tov is called Ma'or Hagonus. It's called Yom Tov. Yom is Ma'or, is light. Tov is good. As he brings down again from the Chedush Yarim, the name of the Zohar, it's called Yom Tov because HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw light was good. And therefore, in Yom Tov, he gave us the ability to have that illumination, even though it's hidden from us a whole year, except for Shabbosim. But Yom Tov, we were able to perceive it even in the physical world, which is connected to us. And Shabbos, it itself is the hidden light. Because Shabbos was given from HaKadosh Baruch Hu to Yisrael. It's not something that we establish when it takes place. It's Kodesh because HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave it to Yisrael. Because at the time of Bereshis, he set it aside. Vayishbois, he brought Kedusha into the world on Shabbos. That the world has an attachment to Kedusha because HaKadosh Baruch Hu stayed in the world. He could have left the Sfas Emes as elsewhere, but he stayed to have it an integral part of the world. And on Yom Tov, we merit through our actions that we see that light, because the Mu'adim, depending on when Yisrael decides when it's the new month. or when is it the month of Nisan or the second month of Adar. Therefore, it says Me'adam l'simcha, that the Me'adam are gives us a special sense of happiness. Why? Because a person, what he's able to relate to and achieve in completeness of himself, he is a person simcha. When a person is satisfied with himself, be not on the past, but what he's accomplished, then he has simcha. And that's what happens on Yom Tov. We get that special simcha. It says, those are Yishrei Leiv, they have a simcha. You notice if you hear a good Torah, you understand Torah, you appreciate it, there's a smile that comes to the face, to the physical body. On Yom Tov, the hearts of HaKadosh Baruch Hu are are straightened out to Hashem. It says Yeroeh Kol Zechurcha, that we are see and are seen by HaKadosh Baruch Hu at the time of the Beis Hamikdash. In the Beis Hamikdash, it says we have to go up and show ourselves and see the Kedusha, the spirituality that is there in Yom Tov. Iko, Apirush, what it means, Yeroah Kol Zechurcha, your entire masculinity should be seen. It means that inner point of a person, that place where there's no forgetfulness. That is the main life, which is called Zecher, the Zocher. Zocher meaning male, one who gives forth to others. He's able to show others and have others perceive and receive from him. That's why in Yontav we have to be before Hashem, so that we can show what we have accomplished from the previous Yontav and what we will accomplish in the future. Because in addition to the mitzvah, there's a guarantee there. It says when it says Yeroeh Kol Zechurcha means shall be seen. It's not only a statement of command, but it's also a promise that if you want to see your fullness, your completeness, you can see it on Yom Tov. In the Medrash it says that you'll say that this is only in the time of the Beis Hamikdash. No, the Medrash says even when the Beis Hamikdash is no longer around at the moment, temporarily until Mashiach builds the Beis Hamikdash, the three festivals were not botal, and we were not nullified, and we have the ability to receive from them. And in Yom Tov it says Lochem. In Yom Tov it says it's not only Hashem's; it's for us to feel it, to be able to touch it, to be able to realize it, and that's why it may be called Regolim. That meaning Regolim has many meanings to it. It means festivals. It has in it the concept of continuous walking. It also has the concept of regolim, what you're used to. That even what you're used to gets a unique facet to it from the Yontif, from the festival. And nature itself is embellished, as it says, and I wrote other places. It's Manche Husseinu, and yet it means we have freed. It's a time of freeness, being able to free ourselves, not only from servitude, but the freedom is even from being dependent upon time, that I have to do this at this moment because I have to take care of things in this world, Teva, nature, etc. Shabbos, Zohar HaKodesh writes, what's Shabbos? Shabbos is the name of HaKodesh Baruch Hu. Sholem. Shalom is also the name of HaKodesh Baruch Hu, but we say Shabbos, Shalom, Uvorach. That Shabbos is peace and blessed. And it's also Sholem, it's complete. Bnei Yisrael Nikru Shulamis. Bnei Yisrael are called Shulamis, which is the feminine writing of the word Sholem. And again, he cites his grandfather, who said the reason it's called Sholem because it separates, it clarifies the completeness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is all where completeness comes from, and all of completeness resides and it attains. And therefore, we say, An Yontiv is a bechina, is a concept of shulamis. And we say, V'Shabbos Sholem, Shabbos Sholem. And Mavarach, and it brings us a blessing also, because the Zerah says that from Shabbos, all the 7 days of the week get their blessings. He says, it's true that you need to know that everything that we do, all our actions, all the power that we have is only from Hashem. And that's why we can translate if somebody transgresses or degrades the festivals, is similar to somebody who does Avodah Zarah. Because it says, Elihei Masecho, idols you should not make. And then right afterwards it says, Chag HaMatzos Tishmo, you should keep Pesach, the festival of matzahs. What does one thing have to do with the other? But somebody who negates the festivals because he lacks faith, he doesn't believe that through something that he does, he can merit to receive a hidden light, which he doesn't see until he does it. And therefore, he causes a separation, a partition between himself and that light. And that's what Avodah Zarah is. The inability to perceive beyond oneself. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, B'nai Yisrael, it's all one. And that's the ability of Shabbos and Moed to connect us to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to give us the ability to see the light, as we say in English, to see the light, meaning to see and understand the Kedusha of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. May we merit seeing the building of the Beis HaMikdash b'meir of Yomeinu.